There we go.
Big hit right here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he will whip this one over to first. In now, King Clark. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, base hit to right. Tejada is on his way home. The tag, and he's safe as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just...
Digging in, King Clark. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in...
No, we're not here. We don't need this thing.
Standing in, King Clark. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Drilled right back up the middle. Gets dirty and gloves it. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Leading off the inning, King Clark. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place at the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do...
We're gonna go with the stance and see what happens.
Stepping up now, King Clark. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got...
Now in the box, King Clark. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. To 280.
2, the finish in tonight's game. The Akron Rubber.
Cool. Okay. Jula. Look at this one. Oh my. $15. And 378. Still a DH, but you reckon?
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air. So striding in, King Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Ready to take his hacks again, King Clark, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. Try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D.
Oh, this is.
Well, both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Michael Castro.
From the belt, the pitch down the first baseline, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead is trimmed to 4-3 now.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Stepping up to the plate, David Ramirez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Runners on first and third, 2 away. He'll try it again from first. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. To the plate now, King Clark. He singled his last time up.
Designated hitter, King Clark.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now? He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Michael Castro.
And be a player 1 ninja.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Strike taken. The throw. In there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with 1 away.
Ramirez.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Now to the plate, Peter Hong, and their runners at the corners now.
Peter Hong.
2-2. Popped up. Canizaro over to his left, and they get the double play at third. So no runs here on a base hit.
Got it. Ooh.
Coming to the plate now, King Clark, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Swung on and chopped to first. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Digging in to try it again, King Clark. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to center field. Leon is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Bowie Bay Sox get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Evan Ramos earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Mark Simon.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own. A player receives advice about the refining of his game. A player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. After trying this player out in a new role, his team likes what they've seen. They consult him on the possibility of a more permanent role change. This
My
player
goodness.
knows the role he wants and will be allowed to return to it, at least for now.
I appreciate it. Skip.
A minor leaguer receives a check-in from his advisor.
Huh.
Who wants to make sure the player understands his situation. When a young player possesses talent and conviction, there's no telling how far he may go.
The show's continuing. Bill Ilez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ball.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, King Clark, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Bare-handed for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 1 inning in the books here. Altuna's out in front, 1-0. Now batting, Hugh Klazuski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Klazuski.
The 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Clark moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. At the plate, Bill Elkins. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Bill Elkins.
Popped up. Casto over to his right, and that retires the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Curve lead it 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Clark.
Number 34, King Clark.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Abraham isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he can't hang on to the ball here at home plate.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Popped up. Cora take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Joey Rickard.
Here now the 2-2. Hard hit to first. Nava fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Ready for another shot now, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone! solo shot here to left, number 22 on the year, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fast.
Striding in once again, Rick Johnson. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Clark is after it. He's there and records the first out. Digging in and looking for more, King Clark.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Johnson going back. And it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second home run of the game, and the lead is now 7-2.
There aren't many hitters in this league that can take it out to...
Digging in once again, Jose Manuel. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though hoping could hope for, he's not a long ball.
And he is safe as he beats the play at the plate, and it's now a 7-5 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield.
7-5, how today's comes to an end. The Bay Sox the fourth and held on until the end. Bill Ilez earns win number 4 on the season. Tyrell.
I see dead people when I talk to strangers. Scarred with a stomach stop. Gotta get these bundles off. Bubbles in a soft focus. Sharkware, spy hunter, owner. Burner, no limit, top of the tank turner. Spot earner, plot thickener. Fingerprints, rubber in the alibi, non sequitur.
It wasn't like we weren't cooking. We just got hung up on which direction we were looking. Proof is in the putting up the art. Might have framed a couple more, but every story's got its arc. In any case, that was something for the grudge holders to what you make. Pushing this human race cards with the fruits escape. Did some wrongs, made a few mistakes, but that's for you to throw the book at. I was panicked by impermanence, working on some pertinent. Listed on the first pitch, now I see the curve spin. A little worse for wear, bad flying bird in the turbulent air. I studied rhymes to let the mind unwind. That would make the words for work, what a sweet high five. Pardon him, the hurt got caught up in the nouns and verbs. The marketing seemed absurd. The more a person apart from product, it made her true herself when you knew the self was artifice. I spot a fake and dissect it. The face is feeling like the Brexit came with the warning. What we're feeling born right now. The whole sheet sleeping in the booth. Feeds over personal brands. I got a few new to make my bag and a gas can. Ways at it again. Yeah, bad to the marrow in the pan. Crush bones. Sad boys get the grown man hush tones. Back flushed in their lean face. Save for the high five. Placed in the same place. No starts, no hearts either. Serve up severe, steer clear of the theater. Accidentally fall back the real one. Cash flow lost when each one steals one. Seldom with the half the heart. Control the dive before the level up unsettled it. So when I try to boost and measure up, I never win. Characters stay blinking. Trying to get a handle what these baddies might be thinking.
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business. A manager checks in with his ball club. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualification, but a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, but the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. A manager checks in with his ball club.
Welcome to MLB. So here's the cleanup hitter, King Clark. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Rodney. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that...
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, King Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Capture it.
Zamora. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Clark rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and they now lead by 2. Striding forward now is the DH, King Clark. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Rodney looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot here to left, and that is 27 for him on the year as they have taken the lead. Trying to pick things up where he left off, King Clark. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The relay. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left. Ready once again, King Clark. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward right center. And he is going to have extra bases to start it out. And your winning run will be in scoring position. The relay throw, and he is in at third safely, so the winning run is 90 feet away with nobody out.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that 3-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single, so if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
Now the 3-2 pitch, right side. Throw to the plate. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And they will tag him out in a rundown, and that is Bonehead City right there. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he might be a...
Special best friend and worst enemy. Fly pedigree, way past allegedly. Style built, bag 'em in they hard work will take me places that you'll never be. Found a book of life, but it's written illegibly. I wrote the script again to get this paper heavily. Bound somewhere in between, stuck in a routine, wide awake. Scratch that, sleepwalking in reality. Think about tomorrow, but I live my life hourly. Stay humble, but I view myself powerfully. I'ma be official to the elements devour me, the relatives.
The game's future stars are on. Herb Jimenez, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Number 82 is there, and he has it for the out.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few plays.
Digging in for his second at-bat, King Clark.
Designated hitter.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5. Now to the plate, King Clark. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Next will be the designated hitter, Andreas Zamora, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Andreas Zamora is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
First baseman number 25.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Michael Casto, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And there's out number 2. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Into the box now, King Clark. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Into the corner and slicing foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He brings it in, and they have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the Bobby Ullman, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s, but one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
This guy has been a serious thorn.
Standing in, King Clark. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
King Clark.
First pitch on its way. This is line to left, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, King Clark. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be...
Come on, slide, get out, get out!
He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Stepping up now, Michael Casto. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Into right field, that's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that...
So striding forward now, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8.
Wherever you go, go with you, babe. Go with you, babe. When I'm still, I definitely would miss you. When you're just
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Bill Ilez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been... This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. On to... Now at the plate, King Clark. He reached on a single in his first try.
34, King
Here's
Clark.
the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. one there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this. Now in the box, King Clark, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. And that one had some extra distance.
Boy, talk about when you're...
King Clark will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And gone. An absolute bomb.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just...
Stepping into the box, King Clark. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're wrong.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 9th inning coming up.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-2 tonight's final. The Bay Sox used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Bill Ilez earns his 5th winner of the... It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next. John Wimberly, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the runner will score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it.
Runner goes for third. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Serrano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's... You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down.
Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Stepping up to the plate, David Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch taken for a strike. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit.
So stepping in, King Clark. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
No, you're scoring.
1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2. Digging in, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. This is line to left. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his 3rd knock of the game.
Stepping in, Andreas Zamora. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll step off. Calzado on second. Clark at first with no outs. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Settling in now, Joey Rickard. He flew out in his last at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Now batting.
In now, David Ramirez. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The second for 1, and the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1. Digging in and looking for more, King Clark. He singled his last time up.
King Clark.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Andreas.
The 2-2. Got him swinging to throw. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play. Ready for another shot now, King Clark. And he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering.
I touched the guy like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Fulfilling my destiny, yeah. I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny, yeah. I told y'all I'm a psycho. And don't tell him what I might do. Y'all put his hands around my throat. So I put him off. That's what you get for stepping on my toes. At the top of the key, that's a nice hole. My career about to take off. You don't like where we're headed, what you sitting on my front for, huh? Yeah, they should wait until your time comes. No, time's up. You're putting out, got you thinking. Yeah, I'm full of surprises. A lot of pressure on the records, and you know I'm making diamonds. Tell me how
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Next will be the cleanup hitter, King Clark. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant. So here's the cleanup hitter, King Clark. First chance for him in this one as he's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Batting fifth, catcher.
So step hits, including a home run yesterday. Runners off for second. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Nieto makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they digging in to try it again. King Clark, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 34 home runs now on the year as they take the lead. Trying to pick things up where we left off. King Clark, he's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Leon moving in. And the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5 here at the ball. Digging in once again, King Clark. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Bowie Bay Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern. Bobby Ullman is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
To second for 1, on to first to complete the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Clark, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Peter Hong comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Little chopper back to the mound, and that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, Michael Casto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Michael Casto.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. It's a run on 2 hits. 1. Leading off the inning, King Clark, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Ready once again, Michael Casto. He's 0 for 2 with a strike. Now both runners are breaking. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Ready for another chance. Herb Field, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 1-2. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game. Striding in once again, King Clark. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Leone moves over. And that's the second out of the inning.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Akron came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Ryan Rodriguez claims the win out of the pen, his first.
1 error. They left 12.
The game's
Batting fourth, designated hitter, King Clark.
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard liner to center field. Leone is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Striding forward now is the DH, King Clark, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Leone looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, King Clark. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. King Clark will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Bay Sox led this game from the third inning on and never waited. Minor League Baseball is live and on. To the plate now is the designated hitter, King Clark. He went deep in the contest last night. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this.
Now to the plate, King Clark. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here.
For him in this one. Runner breaks for third. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Ballard. And he'll step on the bag himself. Next will be the designated hitter, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
The 1-2. Runner's on his way to third. Smoke toward the hole. Spin throw. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. King Clark. Will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Nieto moves over. 1 out.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy...
Loaded bases, that's my motivation. I'm feeling lucky, we should go to 2018 motor transportation. Got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm more creative. Signed a couple big deals, but it's no parading. See, it's a couple every generation that wasn't supposed to make it out with the code the matrix. And when they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds that they strengthen all the stolen greatness. We used to at the mobile station. Full circle, mogul motivation. My self-educated, shrewd negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with afraid to bait. No 10 on my Mercedes, that's for inspiration. diamonds on my neck like 80s. Westside Sloss and Am know my demonstration. Born and raised, y'all affiliated. It's really greatness. Riding around like I really made it. Loaded bass, I'm gon' Willie Mason. Yeah. Listen to my.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket. You drop the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home. I was sitting on my link and I start thinking. I'm gonna make 100 mil off in these streets. More than likely, I'm gonna end up in somebody precinct. Even worse, some cares front the church laid off enough. I dealt with it. I ain't just out here for my help with it. I'm waiting to risk and look forward to see the scale tip.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set. Striding in, Gustavo Marquez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Clark, one down. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Standing in, King Clark. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
King Clark.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And manning second base today is a guy with one of the quickest hands in the game.
So digging in now, Matt Schaefer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Clark ranging forward, and the tying run is in to score from third.
How frustrating is that?
Digging in now, Arturo Alvarado. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Arturo Alvarado.
Set to deliver the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Clark racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So coming to the plate, King Clark.
Right fielder, King Clark.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Fukumori, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Man, he should have put a bow on that pitch because it was an absolute gift. You could see that he caught too much of the plate, and the hitter caught too much of the ball. Sayonara. See you next time.
At the plate, King Clark. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second of the game as they open it up to 6. Digging in the switch hitter, Pedro Florimon. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Florimon.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Clark has a play. Oh, no, it drops. Now batting, Pedro Florimon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Pedro.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This one skied out toward right. Abraham backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Leading off the inning, King, Clark, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Florimon retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the...
At the plate, Alexi Ferreira. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone! Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined. Now at the plate, King, Clark. 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch, and it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Looked like he broke into his home run trot a little early, and I can't blame him. He's already had 2, but this one just misses, and he'll settle for a double. Having a heck of a game, though.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Anthony Santander. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Now the 3-2 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So a big moment in the ball game here. Andreas Zamora, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a...
Well, they had to put in a couple of... But, hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
A 1-run.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A coach offers a player pointers on his development. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization A minor league playoff push is an opportunity for developing players to learn what it takes to maintain a tenuous divisional league. A minor leaguer hears from his agent. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. Any chance young players get to acquire some postseason experience could be a major plus to their development.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. A critical one in store for us here. It's Game 1 between the Erie Seawolves and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alec Asher, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Batting fourth, right fielder.
Now in the box, King Clark, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Into the box, Chris Nieves. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Designated hitter.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Clark. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Ken Ray.
Leading off for Erie, shortstop, Ken Ray.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Clark makes the play, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Ricky Yamada.
Fielder number 31. Ricky
Third inning, no
Yamada.
score to this point. Taken high and deep to right. Clark going back on it to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Striding in once again, King Clark. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction.
Ready once again, King Clark. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Squared that one up just a little late.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Behind 0-2 now. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tino Velasco. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, King Clark. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. Line toward the alley in left center, and he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap, and he gets to be the hero himself.
Designated hitter, Mark Rumbo.
A 1-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, and he is in at third safely, so the winning run is 90 feet away with nobody out. Digging in once again, Felipe Santana. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
The tag, and the winning run is out at home plate. Ready for another chance, King Clark. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Hits this one hard the other way. To his left, Ray. And there's 1 away. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. A good matchup here in Game 2 between the Erie Seawolves and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Wimberly will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And now the runner's trying for third. Skied into straightaway right. Clark giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Seawolves are out on top, 1-0. Digging in, King, Clark, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Clark.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a full.
Digging in for his second at-bat, King, Clark.
King, Clark.
Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short, right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3. Coming to the plate now, King, Clark. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyna is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in, King, Clark. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of it.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And just like...
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys.
Having split the first 2 in an extended series, the emphasis is on grabbing the upper hand in Game 3.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tommy Chang gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as well. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he's back into second here safely.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Mark Trumbo. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Number 25, Anthony.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Montero has a play. 2 down. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now. Stepping up now, Andreas Zamora. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw not in time. He's in there at second. Now the 1-1 pitch. In the air now out to right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Digging in the switch hitter, Tino Velasco, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Fly ball out toward right field. Clark has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and boom. Is out in front 4-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, King. Clark stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Good one right here.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's the first out. But one's all they get as the run scores. Digging in and looking for more, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard to short. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting.
Come on, let it fly.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He's running. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts, but right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Slow roller back to the mound. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. Nowhere to go as he's tagged out between 3rd and home.
Leading off for Erie, designated hitter, Chris.
Here now the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Clark moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So stepping in, King, Clark, and their runners at the corners now.
King, Clark.
First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down.
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, King, Clark, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay throw to 3rd now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from 3rd.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The left fielder, number 25.
At the plate, Anthony Santander, runner in scoring position with two gone. And the runner's coming home. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So a run on 2. Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about this selection. This cycle is about equivalent to a no-hitter for a pitcher.
Gotta get these bundles all bubbles in a soft focus. Sharkware, spy hunter, owner, burner, no limit, top of the tank turner, spot earner, plot thickener, fingerprints, rubber in the alibi, non sequitur.
It wasn't like we weren't cooking. We just got hung up on which direction we were looking. Proof is in the putting up the art. Might have framed a couple more.
After executing a rare batting feat, this player receives a call he would never have expected. A proud skipper addresses a room of young competitors 1 win away from competing for a league championship.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation. Of minor league baseball. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Erie Seawolves and the Bowie Bay Sox. Herb Jimenez gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Clark in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, King Clark, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, that grounder caught him. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, King Clark. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Clark.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Rocha at second. Davis on at first with nobody out. Line drive to center field. Reyna has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it.
Stepping in, King Clark. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Trying to pick things up where we left off. King, Clark.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this... Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game. A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. This manager looks to get his team's offense producing more consistently. A manager checks in with his ball club. player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
With the devil right beside me, rising with the morning sun.
The game's future starts. Now at the plate, King Clark. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Striding in, Mark Trumbo, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes for third. Chopped weakly to the left. Played on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead. Now at the plate, Rich Leone. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Popped him up. Otto is calling for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, no hit. Stepping into the box, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes. Into the box now, Matt Grantham. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the...
At the plate, King Clark.
Center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Leone sprinting after it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, King Clark. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Akron get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Dario Alvarez gets the win in... The show's continuing coverage. Stepping up to the plate, King Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. So striding in, King Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way to left center. Leone is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. Now in the box, King Clark. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. Cordova is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, King Clark.
King Clark.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works.
3-0 pitch. Runners off for second, but he won't have to worry about a throw. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 away. Stepping in, Charlie Culberson. He drove home 2 with a single in his last play. 1-2. Now the double steal is on here, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Now at the plate, Jason Cordova. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Just got a piece to the right side. Clark is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in and looking for more, King Clark. He singled his last time up.
Clark.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here.
Boy, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Cordova. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball. Digging in to try it again, King Clark.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest.
Ties over pleasure vibes, 5 deep, 10 plus 11 knives, roll supreme, glowing steam, how my ride. I don't, but I take a shot. Part of me, clear thought remedy, 2 for 1 special, best friend and worst enemy. Fly pedigree, way past allegedly. Style, bim, bag 'em and they call me. Hard work will take me places that you'll never be. Found a book of life, but it's written illegibly. I wrote the script again to get this paper heavily, heavily. Somewhere in between. Stuck in a routine, wide awake in a dream. Scratch that, sleepwalking in reality. Think about tomorrow, but I live my life hourly. Stay humble, but I view myself powerfully. I'ma be official till the elements devour me.
Like a new father to the chest, like when a blue charger. Barbell lifts, my lat muscle flexes. Caramel. Straight from Texas.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. Digging in now, King Clark. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half. Now at the plate, King Clark. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
King Clark.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 12 home runs. King. Clark will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cordova coasts under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in once again, King Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Clark.
From the stretch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. To short, hit hard, reined in. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5.
Get a good pitch, here we go.
Ready for another shot now, King Clark. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Clark.
Hey, need you right now, here we go.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Mark Trumbo.
The 0-1 pitch. This one skied out toward right. Samble has a play. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Ready once again, Charlie Culberson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cordova is there. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. 8-3 tonight. The Bay Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the
I talk to God like what's next. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Fulfilling my destiny, yeah. I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Destiny, yeah. I told y'all I'm a psycho. Ain't no telling what I might do. Yeah. Y'all put his hands around my throat, so I cut him off. That's what you get for stepping on my toes. At the top of the key, that's an ISO. My career about to take off flight mode. You don't like where we're headed, what you yeah, they said wait until your time comes. No, time's up. You put in the album, got you thinking it's your birthday. Woo! Yeah, I'm full of surprises. A lot of pressure on the record, so you know I'm making diamonds. Tell me, how would you define this? You witnessing the finest. Yeah, you never know what you can do until you try it. I've been working late nights like I'm Letterman. He ain't working anymore, we'll forget it. Somebody get
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off in the bottom of the 9th, right fielder, King.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a...
Oh, that's the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was...
Runner goes for second, and now they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch, and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the...
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping. striking distance late in the season. These youngsters are challenged to show their mettle. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club.